big shout out to all my members. Thank you so much for helping me keep my channel going, and my subscribers. I love you all. Hi everybody, thank you for being here today for a nature inspired collab. All about holiday. Really exciting collab today with Mark, my lovely friend Mark from Mark J. Ratcliffe Art. We got together and created a dip stitch painting. We sent one half to the other in the post, and I'm going to show you an unboxing. It's been so lovely getting to know Mark over the last year, and we thought we'd do something really exciting together. We both love holiday, we both love nature. Mark loves his mountains and his sea, and you know I'm a sea lover if you watch my videos, and I wanted to do a sunset. So excited to see what Mark had created, because we were going to send the paintings to each other in the post and put the two semicircles together and see what they look like. So we had no idea of colour palette or anything. We just intuitively went our own way and then came together in the middle. So I'm choosing for the outline of the sunset on both of the paintings. Can't wait to show you this swipe technique. I decided to keep the colours exactly the same on both halves. I wasn't sure at this stage if Mark was going to do the same thing or whether he was going to do completely different patterns or methods or mixed media or fluid art on both pieces. So it was a complete mystery. I really wanted to give this to Mark as a gift as well. So you can see I'm layering up the blues, and I'm very gently just using my dampened paper towel all the way around, just swiping it very gently. And I'm beginning to see those cells popping up. Can you see them? Now, these canvases are very hard to keep level, and it was quite a challenge, but I did manage to use my spirit level and prop it up in different parts of the canvas to make sure it's completely straight. So when you leave, when you leave your painting to dry and it's not level, have you ever had it where it falls off the canvas? I've had that once or twice. So just putting another dark layer of blue. And I'm using probably for this whole painting about 10 strips of paper towel. But you can reuse the colours, and if you're having blues all together and you want to have a nice bit of blending, you can just reuse the same piece over and over again. Now this pink is one of my favourite pinks. I use it quite a lot. It's the Show Pony by TLP Piggy Pigments they are. And I'm using that to give a nice pink hue in the sunset sky. I'm just layering it nicely, and I'm watching the cells appear. There are loads appearing in the different blues. So I started in the centre of the pink this time, and usually I go from one side to another, but just intuitively go along your canvas and find where you go with your paper towel. Now, you see these naughty monkeys? I had to share this clip with you. It was from our holiday. We were in Krabi in Thailand. These naughties were a family that we were following very closely, and they're called long-tailed macaques. They were playing, and this was a family where I think these were the teenage monkeys, and they kept stealing food from each other and pulling people's hats off as they walked past. They were so much fun, but we were really careful not to carry bananas around with us or any food, because they would snatch them from you. But we were lucky enough to observe a family on the balcony opposite us every morning when we came back from breakfast, and the mother and father would sit there. The mother would hold the baby, and the younger ones would be climbing up and down. And some people were quite scared of monkeys. We didn't even know they'd be there, but we actually loved them. We were respectful of their space, and they were cautious of some people, but they would just sit there watching us, and we found them very gentle. But when it came to breakfast time, we weren't taking any chances, and we protected our food as best we could. As I create this sunset today, I'm thinking about holidays and how important having a break is for all of us, for our mind, our body and our spirit. We are such busy people in our lives these days. We're so connected in so many different ways, And so that whole idea of just disconnecting with nature, watching the sunset or watching the sunrise, it's just so important to us when we go on holiday. And I'm just really reenacting this holiday in my mind as I use these vibrant colours. This is another favourite colour of mine, Mango by TLP. It's a really vibrant and glimmery colour. And I was really generous with my orange this time. Normally I shy away from orange a bit because it can be a really bossy colour. But I really wanted it to be a bit of a star of the show this time, along with the gold. I remember sitting on the beach at night, having our evening meal, with no phone in hand, just a camera, and just the sand and the sea and the sound of the water, and senses being stimulated and relaxed. Oh, it's so important to get back to nature. And I'm just thinking about the beautiful greenery that surrounded us. It took us a day or two to acclimatise to not only the temperature, it was a lovely 28 degrees in the sea and outside, but it was a breeze, lovely breeze, and it was all the different sounds and the sights that we saw. Our stimulated senses were just dancing. I remember the first night I couldn't sleep because of the signs up about the monkeys breaking in and things like that, and the sounds of the wheelbarrow type crickets and other creatures that were making really piercing sounds. But I ended up turning the sounds into a form of music in my mind, and I drifted off. And the next day I was just in love with the environment. It was so wild. As we got out of our apartment, we walked down the steps, we were literally 6 foot away from the fencing which was between us and the nature reserve, and you could see where some of the animals had broken through and gone over the fence, so we knew we were in quite a wild place. It was a lovely resort and really well looked after, but there's no stopping nature, and I was really curious to see what it was about. I noticed how the butterflies were 2 or 3 times the size as they are in the UK, and I'm a bit of a Thailand lover. I've been going there for many, many years. In fact, when my hubby was in the Navy, one of our first holiday together was in Thailand and Koh Samui at a detox retreat. When he came back from doing his stint in Afghan, we went on a detox and then just a chilled holiday for him to decompress. And it's been one of our favourite places to go ever since. We try and take breaks. I'd love to know when you take breaks and how often you holiday and whenever you give yourself time, whether it's with your partner, your family, your children, your grandchildren, or your friends, whoever it is, and even if it's taking days off for yourself. It's so important to have that break. We try to take a week every 4 months or something like that, where we just literally disconnect, switch the phone off, put it in a box, and do a staycation where we just go out for the day, do coastal walks in Cornwall where we live in UK, and beach swims and meeting up with family and friends. Just doing different things to what you do every day. So, coming back to the painting, if you think about the gold now I'm layering, just picturing how the sun is at the end of the day, that warm glow, that sort of dusky feel and that dusky look. But funnily enough, it could be a sunrise where the sun is rising up. So I thought I'd leave that really. I'd name it a sunset, but I thought I'd leave it for you to think about what you see it as and what it brings up for you. I'd love to know where you go on holiday, what you see as holiday, what you see as a break, and the colours that you'd use for that. So I'm getting really curious now to think about what Mark's created. So I'll leave you with music just for a while, and I'll come back towards the end for the unboxing after the dried result. So I'm pretty much finished here now, and I'm going to leave this to dry, and I really hope that it dries nicely. So here it is, the end result, the painting all finished and dried. It dries so nicely. Just look at those beautiful drips that I can now keep. There we are. There it is as one whole. So I very lovingly packaged up one half of this sunset. I sent it in the post to Mark. And here's me now unboxing his half. We both sent our paintings on roughly the same day, and they arrived pretty much the same sort of day after a few days. And when it arrived, I left it on the side because there was family around, so I thought I'd do it when I've got a quiet few moments. So opening it up, I really wanted to see what was inside, but I wanted to treat it really carefully. It had nicely marked up, it was so nicely put together, and it was protected in bubble wrap. Mark's card was inside. It was lovely to see his name written down. And then I opened up the main parcel with the painting in, and here it is. I could see blue peeking through. I thought, oh my goodness, gorgeous colours. Look at that gold. And there were 3 cards in there, so I was so excited to open those up. So I was opening it up and I thought, oh, blue and gold, how beautiful. That reminds me of the sea. And there's mountains, and Mark said he loves the ocean. He loves walking in nature and walking up hills and mountains and hiking. And he signed it on the back. Oh, so excited and so grateful to receive this. Thank you so much, Mark. It says, Dear Marie-Louise, it's been such a pleasure doing our holiday collaboration. So here is my half. I hope you like it. I also enclosed the affirmation cards, and I've designed them as my gift to you. I hope you can resonate with them. Carry on being a star, and again, it's so great to collaborate with you. Best wishes, Mark. So lovely. So opening up the first affirmation. Beautiful design. These are all handmade by Mark. You make a difference. Oh, that's lovely. Really lovely, really heartfelt. And now opening up the second one. Oh, beautiful design. How beautiful and really nicely textured. And inside, all signed by Mark down the bottom. It says, you are a warrior. How lovely. Really, really touched by that. Thank you so much, Mark. So I'm going to put those aside now and see what the 2 paintings look like together. So there's Mark's half. Look at the green and the blue. And here's my half. So every colour of the rainbow there apart from red. And I'm wearing red and the tablecloth's red. So a beautiful nature-inspired collaboration between Mark and I, showing all of the colours of the rainbow almost. And isn't it interesting? His is land and sea and mine's the sky. So I turned it around. I thought, oh, let's try it in different positions. And then I thought, it looks so good as a piece together with the sunset over the beautiful mountains and sea. So I want to say thank you so much for this heartfelt collab. It's been wonderful doing this dip stitch painting with you. Please check out Mark's channel if you haven't already. His link's in the description below. Thank you to all my members. You support and keep my channel going. And thank you to all my subscribers. I appreciate you all so much. Let me know what you're creating. I hope to see you again soon. Take care, and don't forget your art is a piece of you. See you soon, I hope. Bye.